All right, so you're prepping for your core exam out there in beautiful British Columbia, and you've got your PL all sorted, but like something's still bugging you, right?
Yeah, like what gives with this whole practical exam thing?
Right. Like, doesn't having a PL already prove, how to handle a firearm safely?
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today, folks. Why a PL isn't enough to skip the core practical exam.
So to really get this, we need to kind of like rewind a bit, before Bill C-42 shook things up.
Okay, so take us back to the good old days.
Back then, if you had your PL, or even way back its predecessor, the FAC, it meant you had already aced the Canadian Firearms Security course.
The CFSC, right?
Exactly. And that course, it covered all the essential handling skills. So like having that PL, it was basically a stamp of approval on your practical know-how.
So basically everyone just kind of assumed if you had your PL, you were good to go.
Pretty much, yeah.
But then enters Bill C-42, changing the whole landscape.
Yep, Bill C-42 kind of threw a wrench in the works.
So what was the thinking behind that? Like, what was the big goal?
Well, one of the aims was to kind of make things smoother, for folks who just wanted to possess firearms, not necessarily buy new ones.
Okay, I see.
So they created the possession-only license, or the POL.
Right, the POL.
And this let people, possess firearms they maybe inherited or something, without needing all the bells and whistles of a full PO.
Gotcha. So like a streamlined approach for specific cases.
Exactly.
But how does that tie back into our core exam conundrum?
Well, here's the kicker. Bill C-42 also made it possible for someone with a POL to upgrade to a full PL without going through the CFSC.
Well, hold on. So you're telling me you could end up with a POL in your hand without ever actually having that formal hands-on training?
Yep, you hit the nail on the head. And that's precisely why simply flashing your PL isn't enough to get out of the core practical exam anymore.
So it's kind of like a safety net for everyone then.
It is. It's all about making sure everyone handling firearms in BC is doing it safely and responsibly, no matter how they got their license.
Makes a lot of sense.
It levels the playing field,
Absolutely. And our source actually spells out exactly what that practical evaluation looks like. You'll be handling two different types of firearms, loading and unloading with dummy ammunition, of course.
First.
Always. And then you'll need to score at least 23 out of 30 on the test.
It's all about translating that theoretical knowledge from the CFSC, or equivalent training, into real-world safe handling practices.
Right. So you can walk the walk and not just talk the talk.
Exactly.
So let's break this down for our listeners one last time.
Okay.
You absolutely need a PLL to own a firearm in BC. No two ways about it. But that PLL doesn't give you a free pass on the core practical. You'll need to whip out that CFSC completion report to prove you've got the skills to back it up.
And it's really all about safety and responsibility in the end, right?
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Couldn't agree more.
Now, for anyone listening who might want to brush up on their knowledge, maybe calm those pre-test jitters a bit. BC Firearms Academy has some incredible resources online. And get this.
What's that?
They're totally free.
No way.
Wait, seriously, check them out.
That's fantastic. It really makes you think, though, how will these changes in firearm licensing keep influencing the safety and training requirements down the road?
Definitely something to ponder.
Definitely. Lots to keep an eye on. All right, folks, until next time, stay safe out there and happy shooting.
See ya.
Bye.